speaking?
Yeah. Go back to 1 Corinthians 3. You was at 2, right?
2. Yeah, I'm still up at 2.
Go ahead.
I'm going to start at 14 again. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High God, Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them.
It's too meaty. It's too much meat. You know. It sounds.
You have matured past a certain level of understanding to be able to get that. Like, if I may use an example, like rape. Now, we're not saying
rape really ain't even a spiritual meaty thing.
That's what I'm saying. But people treat it like it's
guys
like
are just too emotional.
Yeah,
that wasn't even meaty like that. Like it's plain. Scriptures make it plain what that is, man.
Yeah. But see, they start off not being able to get past that. It means to take by force.
Right.
They can't get past that part. All they can see is
all they
a man
see
in
is
the alley choking
the
bitch
worldly
out
definition.
Yeah, they just see that.
Look at that from a Western.
Right. You can't get past the simplicity of things. You're trying to be too deep and too emotional with it. You can't get past the simplicity of it, right?
Take a hold of it.
Then us bringing it out ain't even about either way if it's taken by force or if it's the worldly emotional way that you see it in. It's just the law on what to deal, how to judge that situation if it come around, how to deal with it. That's all it's about. That's not that hard, but something like that is because there's something wrong with you, because you're not spiritually discerned to understand that the Heavenly Father has a setup for that to be able to deal with it in case that situation occurs.
I mean, but the spiritual things back then during their time was about whether Yahweh Shah was the Messiah.
Confusion of faces.
The Israelite, the Gentile, the mystery of the Gentiles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Who the Gentiles were, and if they could receive salvation.
Yep. Talking about the Hellenist Israelite foreigner Gentiles, not the other nations. Yep.
Yeah, man, that was all things of the spirit, man.
Yep.
The fact that the Gentiles were actually Israelites that were scattered, and they fell away from the commonwealth and the covenant that the Lord made with us, man. That was all things of the spirit that those natural, basically the niggas that were self-righteous, all they cared about was their self-righteousness according to the law.
Yep.
They didn't understand that the Lord was dealing with, the Israelite foreigners, man.
You didn't realize the rules of the game had been changed when Yahweh Shai came on the scene.
The things, like the circumcision, it was many different things and topics that it was a lot of conflict in the church because of, man. And a lot of guys, they wasn't receiving it because they wasn't spiritual. It was too much meat for them, man. Reincarnation, that's another one, man.
Not even that hard. It's just, if you really meditate, not even deep on it, but if you really think upon reincarnation, it's fair. I get to be judged by the shit that I do. Damn, that's fair. And I get to play out my judgment, good or bad, in my next life. That's fair. That's checks and balances make you want to do the right thing versus not giving a damn with YOLO and doing what the hell you want to do. Being a damn demon on the earth. Yeah, it says, neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned. But he that is spiritual, because they are spiritually discerned.
Because they're spiritually discerned, man.
You gotta have a spiritual eye to see.
You gotta have discernment. Okay. And when you know how to discern, a lot of people, they don't even understand that when you discern things, it's kind of like you sifting out things.
Yep.
You make a separation, and you pick according to the spirit of what's right and what's not right.
Mm-hmm.
You know the difference between who's going off and who's actually sound in the doctrine. That's discernment.
Yep.
Through discernment, you know how to differentiate between the true prophets of the Lord and the false prophets.
Yeah.
You know how to discern between those that are actually that got the spirit on them and those that are losing or lacking the spirit, man.
Right.
It's all through the spirit. And then you make decisions based off of that discernment.
Yep, that information, yep.
You know, should we get rid of this God? He doesn't have a spirit, man. You can see it. You know, and then you know the brothers that are actually, you know, they're working well in the labors. You know, so on and so forth, man.
You have the word discern.
Come.
Discern. It says to.
It's in blue letter.
That is just Google.
Google, that's cool.
It says to distinguish.
To distinguish.
Yep.
To perceive or recognize something.
Like the brother said, to separate the difference between. Go ahead.
Distinguish with difficulty by sight or with the other senses. It says.
Through the spirit is another sense.
Right.
Sixth sense, the true sixth sense.
Right. To perceive by the sight or some other sense, or by the intellect, to distinguish mentally, recognize as distinct or different, discriminate, a careful analysis.
Yep.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
That's
Careful
it, man.
analysis. That's to analyze something carefully and be like, okay, I see the difference between the two. You know, like they say in them coloring books, which one is different? You can, it may be something so minute and small, but you can see the difference. There's some more.
It says discern definition meaning to see, recognize, or understand something that is not clear.
Yep.
Man.
At a glance, it looks a certain way, but when you take a deeper look in it, now you see the differences in it.
Yep.
You know, that's how you discern.
Was perceived from the average eye as esoteric, it becomes actually understandable. You know, and it becomes, you know, you receive it, but others it becomes exclusive. You know, that's because you got discernment. Because what gives you discernment? The spirit.
Right.
You know, the spirit, man, and the spirit is what guides you to get this understanding, man.
That's right.
All right.
Verse 15 it says, but he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man.
That's why he can judge, because he has discernment.
Yeah.
You know, get First John. I believe it might be the 4th chapter or the 5th chapter. It's like maybe the last few verses in there. It might be the 4th chapter. First John, verse 6, verse 6.
5 and 6, you said?
4 and 6.
4 and 6. You got it.
1 John 4 and 6. We are of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. He knoweth Yahweh heareth us. He that is not of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, heareth not us.
They don't have the discernment to know the difference. Go ahead.
Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error.
Through what? Through discernment. Through the spirit. That's how you know you are the Most High. If you can know the difference between the spirit of error and the spirit of truth. All right. What's considered leaven and what's unleavened. All right. You want to pick the good stuff, man. You don't want the GMOs. You don't want the the foods that got it got mold on it already.
Yeah.
It's already going bad. You know, when you go to the grocery store, you look thoroughly at the fruits and vegetables that you picking out. And you picking out the good ones. You smell it, you look at it, you observe it.
Feel how
you feel it. You know what I'm
how
saying?
soft it is, how ripe it is. Yeah.
Straight up, man.
Discern if it's fresh, if it's ripe or not.
Yep.
Discern all those things.
It's the same thing with this word, man.
Right? You discern if it's edifying or not.
You know.
That was it on that.
Yeah, that was it. It's another one, and I think it's in Malachi. Check Malachi. I think it's like the third chapter. Yeah, get that in Malachi, and then you're gonna go back to that in Malachi, like 3.
Malachi chapter 3, verse 18, it says, "Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not."
Read that again.
Yep. Malachi chapter 3, verse 18, it says, "Then shall ye return."
Wait, start up with verse 2.
Yeah. We start at 16. It says, "Then they that feared the Lord Yahweh spake one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord Yahweh."
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
"And that thought upon his name."
Oh, that name.
Yep.
That's another key one, man.
Another,
You pray in that name to get the wisdom.
yep. Another milk early stage, right? It says,
You pray because that's another prayer. You pray for more understanding and wisdom. Okay? It tells you that in James, man. You know? The Lord is not going to upbraid you for asking him for something as spiritual as wisdom, man.
that's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 17, it says, "And they shall be mine, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, in that day when I spake, I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him.
Go ahead.
Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High God and him that serveth him not."
Yep. And that's, you know, basically they're going to have that spiritual discernment. All right, they're going to be able to point out the false prophets and warn you against them. You know, they're going to point you in the right direction. They're going to, you know, teach you about the law, how to keep the law. You know, they ain't going to lead you astray. You know, through discernment, man.
Okay, this is Hebrews 4 and 12. "For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged
Because
sword."
this word and the wisdom of this word is what gives us the ability for the discernment. Because we know what God wants. So because we read his word, well, that's how we know the difference of how to discern if it's a man of God or not, or if it's wisdom, or if it's wisdom of the world. Which the wisdom of the world is not wisdom. Go ahead.
"And sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart."
That's straight to the point.
That's plain, man.
Yeah.
You know,
It tells you all about you.
this word teaches you discernment.
Yep.
Okay?
What type of person you are. Do you really want to know the truth, or do you really want some other deeper hidden benefit that may only be a personal benefit of you and not of the spirit?
Hey, like Yahweh Shai, he's the ultimate example to learn from. He showed you his discernment every time he had an encounter with the wicked scribes and Pharisees. He always perceived what spirit they came in. That's why they couldn't get through to him. They couldn't trump him. He was always 10 steps ahead of them, man. You know? He would perceive their wickedness, and he would already know that, hey, man, they probably had some wicked ass counsel to try to come up with these foolish ass questions to try to see what I'm gonna say to him. You know, you could perceive bullshit from a mile away when you in this thing, man.
Because you read scriptures about people that was trying to bullshit men in the Lord. Even Yahweh Shai himself, he saw right through it. Coming up with fake ass angles and, trying to find ways to trip them up.
Yeah.
Well, you can apply the wisdom that you get out of this book, you can apply in your own daily life. Even though that was over 2,000 years ago, you can still apply it here in 2018. That's how beautiful the spirit of this book is.
Much like when they tried to ask him about the woman whose wife would she be in the resurrection,
Yep.
and he said, "You're not giving into marriage in the spiritual world," and that cut him,
He said you err, you do err, nor the scriptures, nor the power of the Lord, man. You don't understand the scriptures, man. That's you're gonna be simple like that.
Go back to the sign of the anointing. It says, and I, brethren, this is 3 and 1, and I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal.
Yeah, I gotta speak to you carnally so you can understand. Because if I speak to you spiritually, it's gonna go right over your head, man.
If I used in parables like Yahweh Shai did, even your disciples is gonna miss the point.
Yeah. You have the mind of the Most High, man.
Yep.
Okay. But we have the mind of Yahweh Shai, you know. And Yahweh Shai, you know, he made it plain unto his men. Okay. So and you know, we do the same thing, man. We don't try to go too deep when we go out here and push this word. You understand exactly what we say.
Yep.
We go into articles and we bring out certain prophecies, man, and we make it plain to you. We bring it to life. You know?
We don't do like the Egyptologists trying to trip you up and prove that you don't know shit. We want you to know. We don't boast at the wisdom that you don't have. Our job is to give you the wisdom that we do have out of this word.
Exactly right.
You know, you need to buy my book to get the real wisdom, which was the books that they put out, the books that lead to another book, that lead to another book, where you didn't buy 4 or 5 books of theirs.
And no answers.
And no answers, right.
As the script say, to the making of many books there is no end.
Yep.
Because it's not fulfilling you. You know, you're not getting no substance out of it. It's all vanity, emptiness. You know, because the knowledge that they give you it's not giving you nothing that you can hold on to. It's not giving you no spiritual riches. The only riches in the world, the only riches that you can get are the scriptures. You know,
true jewels, true wisdom that's out of this book.
Gun.
Yeah. And guess what? The Lord gives that secret knowledge that the world don't have. He reveals that to his students.
Correct.
The humble, the babes, man. If somebody can find that, you can get that too. I think that's Matthew 11 and like 20, 25, I think.
Yep.
It's another one in the Apocrypha, so right, the 3rd chapter too.
Oh yeah.
But you know, when you humble yourself to the Lord to receive understanding, man, the Lord he'll actually give you that wisdom, man. You know, whether you get it through revelation or whether the Lord put it in you to understand that the apostles that the Lord sent to you are the men of the Lord, and they have this knowledge and that you need to learn from them. You know, whether you get it or whether you receive it from a man that the Lord set up to teach it to you, you still got it.
That's the point.
That's the point. You still got the knowledge. You got the mysteries.
Yep.
Even if a man had to teach it to you, you still got it.
It doesn't. I got a saying about. I tell you, this is young men or whatever. It doesn't matter how you got it; it's that you get it.
Exactly.
No matter if your own father gave it to you, your uncle, your granddaddy, you know, your coach. No matter who gave you the information or the wisdom, is that you get it. It's no different than this. Whether experience taught you or somebody else's experience taught you, is that you get the understanding, the edification out of it. Keep reading this, or you want those right there?
Yeah, you can get that in Matthew.
This is Matthew 11 and 25. At that time, Yahweh Shai answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes.
Yeah.
Babes, man. The humble, you know, they came like children. Students, man, ready to learn, man. Disciples.
Weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
Weaned from the milk, drawn from the breast. And now they got secrets, man. They got the precious knowledge that even the wise in the world don't have, man.
Yep.
Talking about professors and shit, man.
Because you can't buy it.
You know?
It has to be given to you from the Heavenly Father.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just, because a lot of these guys, man, they seeking this wisdom of the world to be looked at by the world in a certain light. Well, that's not what we seek this for. We seek it to earn salvation and then to deliver unto men so they can earn salvation.
Yeah.
You know, part of the process of getting salvation to get up off the planet when the destruction comes, to be in the good graces of the Heavenly Father.
Because you imagine if the highest in the world are those in the the highest societies had this wisdom. They'd boast about it. They'd be real prideful about it.
And
But
some of them are.
Kind.
Some fake ass Jews.
like
Amalekites.
even if you look at the people of our nation, that the Jake Neil deGrasse Tyson, you know that's not a humble-minded man. You know, because Esau esteems him as the smartest, one of the smartest men on earth.
If not number one, number two.
Kind. You know.
Lord make foolishness the wisdom of this world.
God.
It's all foolishness to him.
Yep.
You know?
So what if you can break down what a black hole is in quantum physics?
Kind.
What they got to do with salvation? You ain't gonna get to go see it. You know.
How's that gonna get you out of distraction?
Right. You're still gonna be sitting your ass right here on this planet when the missiles hit.
Is
Man.
that gonna feed you in famine?
Right.
You know.
What you know is going to turn back the invincible missiles from Russia.
Kind.
Right.
You knowing about the UFOs or chariots of the Lord, is that gonna get you a seat on one?
Right.
No.
You still call them UFOs.
Kind.
Right? I got the one in Sirach.
Okay.
Sirach chapter 3, I'm going to start at verse 17. It says, "My son, go on with thy business in meekness, so thou shalt be beloved of him that is approved.
Yep.
The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord Yahweh.
Okay. Yep.
Many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek." That was the main point you
Yeah,
wanted, right?
that's the point. You know?
There's a couple of little other points, but that's the main point.
Yeah. Get Jeremiah 9 and like 23.
Let me read a little more.
Okay.
It says, verse 20, "For the power of," let me read that one again, 19. "Many are in high place." We just read that, the wise people of, in known society. It says, and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek, the lowly, those babes in Yahweh Shai, right? It says, "For power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search out things that are above thy strength." And like we brought Neil deGrasse, right? Neil Tyson deGrasse, whatever his name is. That guy, man, just because you know all of those deep breakdowns of sciences and whatever else, that don't mean you're getting salvation, man. That don't mean the Heavenly Father loves you. He probably hates you more. But what is commanded thee and what's commanded of thee is both the stuff in the book. Deal with the stuff in the book and the basics of the book and the commandments, trying to practice those to the best of your ability, building your faith up. The basics of this can earn you your salvation. Brotherhood stuff can earn you your salvation. It says, "Think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret. Be not curious in unnecessary matters," because that's when you become presumptuous, right? When you don't really know. It says, "For more things are showed unto thee than men understand. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment." Here it
Get
is.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 16.
This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 16. "Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise."
Neither make thyself over wise, right? Because you're trying to find out all the deep breakdowns. That's not necessary for your salvation. It may help you in a breakdown, but that's not what's going you having that information ain't what's going to save you. You using the basic things that are commanded of thee is what'll get you your salvation. Just because we know how to break down Genesis 1 don't mean that that's going to give us salvation. But faith and the way we treat each other in the brotherhood, that can get us salvation. Charity, mercy, judgment, those things can get us faith. That faith of a mustard seed even can get us salvation.
Ooh, get Sirach, was that 19? Where it says, "He that basically you might have little understanding."
Oh yeah, I know the one too. He that have little understanding, something like that.
"But he fear the Lord is better than he that have all
I
the
got it
wisdom."
24.
Come.
Wait, is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Sirach chapter 19, verse 24. "He that has small understanding and feareth the Most High God, Yahweh, is better than one that have much wisdom and transgresses the law of the Most High.
That's plain, man. Because
Yep.
you got guys, and we seen it throughout the course of time in this truth. You know, guys get beside themselves because they think that they on such a level.
Yep.
You know, they become self-willed. All right, they become presumptuous. They become disobedient. They act like they can't be corrected. You know, and then all of a sudden they start getting all this knowledge, and then now they believe the earth is flat.
Yep.
You know, they start believing all type of crazy bugged out doctrines.
Wives,
That's pretty much unprofitable to their salvation. Okay, you start to take in too much honey, you're gonna throw up.
Yep.
You know, you're gonna throw up, man. And that's likened to a man that's trying to seek out his glory.
Yep.
You want that honey because you want to, you want to be the sweetest nigga on,
Right.
out there.
Yep.
You ain't getting this honey because you want nutrition.
Yep. Because you want balance, your palate to be balanced. From the bitter and the sweet both together.
Yeah, man.
You want it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and the Lord, He knows your spirit.
Yep.
He knows the reason why you trying to, seek out all that, that knowledge, that you seeking.
That's why it's beautiful you read that in Hebrews, the 4th chapter. Because the Most High, through this book, can discern everything.
Discern, man.
Oh, you don't want to know that to know. You want to know that for something else. Because like Polite. When we was dealing with Polite those years ago, especially, he wanted the breakdowns because he was going to try to put in some of his books to make money off of it. But the Lord wouldn't let him get it. And then that he could use to benefit off of.
God, or even when the Jake come up to the camp, and the first thing he asks about is the black woman. We know exactly where his mind at.
Right.
You're just trying to put a woman in subjection, but you don't want to take the whole roll and eat it. It's more about knowing how she lose her hair, or knowing why she stink or why her attitude bad. It's about the order and rebuilding of the temple of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, and I'm going to be real when I say it like this. We got to rebuild them also. We got to show them the righteous way to get back toward the Heavenly Father as well. That's part of our job. It's not just us men in the Lord that go out and teach. It's our households. It's our families. We're supposed to help build them up too. Show them the remedies that they can heal themselves. Come to the name to pray in. Trying to keep these certain feasts and high holy days. That's for them to know also, to benefit them. Now, if they don't, that's on them. But we're still supposed to be trying to give that to them. I was reading.
It's back in Ecclesiastes 7:16. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself?
Yeah, why should you destroy yourself? You'll destroy yourself like mentally, man. You'll get plagued in the mind. Trying to go too damn deep, man. It ain't about always going deep, man. Sometimes it's best to just, stick with the basic understanding, man. It ain't meant for everybody to be on a higher level like that, man.
There's a strength in humility, man. And there's a strength in simplicity also.
Yeah.
Being consistent in the milk will get you way further in this truth than trying to be deep in the meat breakdowns. For real.
Yeah.
Because Yahweh Shai didn't say that we had to know all the prophecies to get salvation, or we perform the whole law by knowing the prophecies. He was saying we perform the whole law with the basics of how you treat yourself, loving the Most High and your fellow man, and your neighbor, your fellow Israelite believer. That had nothing to do with the prophecies.
Loving the Lord
with all thy heart.
With all thy heart, all thy mind, all thy spirit, and loving thy neighbor as thyself.
Yep.
Hang that on all the law.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, overall, this engrafted word is what's gonna give us salvation, and that's if we're of the elect. Right. If you're of the elect, then that word is gonna be sealed in you. Okay. you know, you ain't gonna be proud and boastful about it. You know, you gonna push it out. You gonna give it to those that's inquiring, man. You know, you gonna commit it unto trustworthy men. That's also gonna teach others, man.
That's right.
They're gonna do the same with it that you're doing with it. You know, because this ain't about us. We're just the Lord's earthen vessels. He's using us as a vessel, all right, to get His word out, man. You know, there's certain deeper things that that's meant for certain brothers and certain, but other brothers, hey, just get the basics, man. Get this knowledge, man.
Yeah.
You know that you are Israelite. Walk as a man of the Lord, man. Have integrity. Be brotherly. Don't lie to your neighbor. Take care of your family, your children, your responsibilities, man. You know, that's where it all lies at, man. Pray to the Lord, man. Have faith. Okay, pray to that name. All right. That was it, right? Where was you at, bro?
I was
think you was still in Corinthians.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You call for Jeremiah too, I think.
Yeah. You
get
get that.
right? Right
This
now?
is
Yeah, go ahead.
I got to after this too. This is Jeremiah 9:23. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom.
Hey, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, man. Because it's all foolishness in the eyes of the Lord at the end of the day. Okay, the Lord, he pretty much created everything that you know and see. Okay, what you know is nothing compared to what the Lord knows. The Lord he's a complete other intelligent deity, man. His intelligence is way out of this world. All right, he's responsible for why you know what you know.
That's right.
All right. Go ahead, bro.
Back in Jeremiah 9:23.
We don't give a damn if you what was his name, man? Weinstein.
Harvey
Weinstein.
Which one?
Not
Elon Musk. He's supposed to be smart too.
Are you talking
Yeah.
about the
Yeah.
old pastor that just died? That dude?
No.
No, not
Billy Graham.
Billy Graham.
Oh.
Not fuck him.
He
He really he didn't know shit.
Damn devil.
Yeah, he didn't know shit, man.
What you talking about? Somebody old and wise or what?
Oh,
Be worldly
the
wise?
Jake dude, the old, like old.
Not Dr. Sabi. You talking about
Well, shit, you can
Name
name them
them,
all.
yeah.
Dick
Yeah.
Gregory.
Dick Gregory,
Yeah,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All
That's
them
what I was
different guys, man. All them guys with they got doctor in the front of their name. You know? Yeah, it's good to have knowledge of certain things of the world. We ain't knocking that. We ain't telling, we ain't saying that, knowledge is we get into, we study everything, man. You're supposed to go into all things. The scriptures tell you that, man. You're supposed to know about agriculture. You're supposed to know about herbs to heal yourself.
Yep.
Okay?
quick precept.
Come.
Romans 1:22, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Because the wisdom of this world is foolishness,
Right.
It can't profit you. The real profits is into the further into the kingdom. If it can't help you spiritually, then it can't help you at all,
Yeah. If it ain't guiding you towards salvation, man, it's no benefit.
And that's how you gotta look at it. If it's hindering the word or it's not helping you spiritually, then throw it out,
Yeah.
because it's hurting you. Because America ain't gonna last much longer, all these nations are talking about thermonuclear war. Everybody's gearing up their weapons. Everybody locked and loaded. All these prophecies are coming to pass. So how long? This place don't got a long time. So you got to build up your spiritual riches while you got the time to do it. And if you're not doing that, then you messing up. You're gonna mess yourself up. Because preparing physically is not gonna help you.
So you ain't bumped up.
If you're preparing physically, then you stocking up for the men of the Lord. Because they gonna be the ones that's gonna end up in those bunkers. And those what you call it?
Those silos.
The prepping, where the preppers put their stuff. That's what I was. I didn't know the name. I didn't have the name.
Silos on the storehouse.
Yeah, the food reserves. You know, them all gonna be left unto the men, the elect men.
The ones that the Lord declared to be wise. Not because society declared you to be wise. You know? You thought you was wise enough to store up food, wasn't wise enough to present yourself and going into a concentration camp. You said that, didn't you?
So you'll find a lot of people that's in college. They may know some things, but they really the dumbest people are in college.
Those are idiots.
Especially the women.
The women. That's why in the majors that have the most people are what your psychology, your sociology. You know, the same majors that can't do nothing for you. They try to study the mind, but it's all really BS. That goes along with the philosophy majors too. You know, because it's really no answers. It's it's nothingness. It's empty. College is just vain. If you're not going there for like a trade or to actually learn to build something, and even at that, it's still even at that, it's still nothing. You know, college is full of a bunch of dummies and women that want to feel entitled and just have the right to say, "Oh yeah, I got my degree. You can't tell me nothing." That's basically why they go.
I can't wait to tell a bitch, hey, what that degree gonna do for you? Make that degree go get us some food right now. When we home. Go feed these babies when we home.
Because in the college field, you got so many people: psychology, sociology, philosophy, and criminal justice.
Yeah. That's the easy shit.
Easy stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and that's nothing. It leads up to nothing. You still can't benefit spiritually. The only reason, if you the best benefit you could go into college for is if you're a man of the Lord and you basically seeing the BS. You know, because then you
experience of college,
the experience. Because then it's like you see everything. You see everything.
Folly. It teaches you responsibility. It teaches you to be able to do for yourself. And to see the bullshit and straight from it. It shows you how to use discernment.
And the best classes are history classes.
Yep.
Those are the best classes. That man.
Showing what the teachers don't know.
Those are the best classes.
You study to show your self-improved too, though.
Yep. So yeah, college is just a bunch of BS anyways.
That was it on that?
Nice, smart. This is Jeremiah 20, Jeremiah 9 and 23. Jeremiah 9 and 23. Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might.
Hey, it's a lot of you guys going to the gym, getting swole, doing the UFC training workouts. That ain't gonna benefit you neither. We ain't just talking about being a nerd. It's not about that. It's not just about anything that you can gain carnally on this planet. It's about the spiritual benefits that the Most High God Yahweh gives you. Having the understanding of how to treat each other, seeing the big picture of what's about to go down. There's gonna be many a buff nigga and fat nigga that's gonna get burnt up. Many a nerd nigga, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna catch missiles.
Yeah.
Starve to death and shit, man. It ain't gonna matter. Go ahead, bro.
It says, let not the rich man glory in his riches.
Why? Because riches profit not in the day of wrath, man.
Yeah.
All right. The rich in this country, they ain't gonna be able to escape the nuclear destruction. All right. They're done. Floyd, that nigga ain't gonna make it. Jay-Z, he ain't gonna make it. 50 Cent, he ain't gonna make it. Okay? But they boast their riches all day long.
Yeah.
You know? And they really do it towards the have-nots.
Yeah.
They ain't making their records boasting about how much they got it better than Esau.
Because they don't.
Because they don't. And they never will.
Not on this side.
On this side.
And Jake's mind, his way of thinking is small. Just like off of what you said, bro. They look at Floyd and be like, oh yeah, I want what he got. But who's signing Floyd checks, you know?
Yeah.
Who's signing 50 checks? Imagine the record labels. Who the CEO of those record labels? That's who making the money. And then this man making more money than them. You got the elites, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Gateys, the Bilderberg. They signing their stuff. They don't gotta work.
There's a top notch. There's a top. Somebody at the tip top of this pyramid that's got this money, that's signing checks all the way down. You know, I'm talking about a carnal man on the planet. But we want our checks, our spiritual checks, signed by the Most High God, not by dead ass Billy Graham or Joel Osteen or Creflo Dollar. You know, we want to sign or by another man standing around us. We want to sign by the Most High God, and we just want a penny so we can get salvation.
It's 24. But let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me.
Oof.
No.
That's where the glory lies at, man. You know the Most High. You know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. And you know his judgments. Okay? You know how to fear him, man.
And you know enough not to really boast in that too heavily.
You know how to humble down.
Yeah.
Be a humble man, you know? Straight up, man.
It says that I am the Lord with exercise loving kindness, judgment and righteousness in the earth, for in these I delight, saith the Lord.
God. You know the terribleness of the Lord. His power, man. You know? That's what you glory in, man. You know?
2 Corinthians 5.
Yeah.
Read about poor wise man. His wisdom.
Yeah, hold on, let me read this right quick because since we're talking about this. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, as you say you know that you know me, then you know the terror of the Lord, right? We persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciences, that the Most High God can humble you and kill you and destroy you. You say you know him, well, you need to know his judgments and his wrath. You know, and you don't want to know firsthand. You just want to believe, have faith that is that detrimental.
This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 15. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city. Yet no man remembered that same poor man. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard.
That's a parable like unto the men of the Lord. We out here really trying to deliver the elect out of the city of Las Vegas as an example to what all these men are doing. But nobody gonna remember us. Not that we care to be remembered, you know. But nobody gonna remember us. But the Most High will remember us, and that's where it really matters. That's why you have to. The part of this milk of being weaned from is having to understand that this ain't about you or your own personal glory. It's simply about the glory of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. Go ahead, bro.
The words of the wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools.
Yep.
Read that again.
The words of the wise men are heard in quiet.
It's heard in quiet.
Most High hears it.
It's heard in quiet, man. You know?
Or even in discretion, if you want to look at it that way, right? He know when to shut the hell up. Not to make a sound or whatever, you know, to humble down. Versus when to be up there amongst fools and everybody hooping and hollering about for you. You got it, bro.
Are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroyeth much good.
You said you have another precept.
That was it.
That was it right there. Now I'm still in the middle of 3. I'm going to start back at the top of 3 and 1. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 1. And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, even as unto babes in Yahweh Shai, the anointed.
Yep.
It says, I have fed you with milk and not with meat, For hitherto you were not able to bear it.
Yeah, it's too heavy for you, man.
Yep.
You know,
It's too deep.
Too
Bug
deep.
you out. Hey, imagine.
you gotta get on a level first.
It's like you gonna.
You know, so you gotta, you know, he basically had to lay it down to them in a corner way so that they be able to understand it, man. You know, it's kind of like when you conversate with a child, it's a certain way that you talk to a child for them to understand. You can't talk to a child like you talk to an adult, you know, because
Say that again, because these bitches be talking to these little ass babies like grown-ups, man.
can't do that, man. You know, they'll be confused. And what does that mean? What does this mean? I don't get it. You know. So you know that's necessary. You gotta break it down in layman's terms for Jake, man.
Yep.
You know, make it simple. You know, and get straight to the point. And, you know,
Like the apostle quotes all the time, kids, man, keep it simple, stupid.
keep it simple. That's right, man.
Speak to people like they stupid, just like they or like they're children. Either way, that's a saying, the acronym. But you know, just like just like they regular people, like you regularly talk to somebody.
Yeah.
That's how you break this thing down for real. Because there was all these all the words of the Bible look like fancy words to you, Jakes, that don't understand it. But when we were given the understanding to break it down to you, now we can make it plain that are what I say the lips of the stammers that are ready to speak plainly unto you. That's what we're supposed to do. Break it down so we can speak plainly unto you. That you can see it clearly and be like, oh, okay, I get it. Oh, so that's what you're saying. Oh, that's what that means? Oh, okay. You know? The basics. Show you the basic words. We don't need to use $1 million words. We can use nickel words to edify you. Which is the point.
And it relates to Jake more, you know? If you using the same language or lingo that Jake used, then they can understand you. You know, if you're using big words, making yourself try to sound more intelligent, then you're going to confuse them. You know, our people like the way that sound, but if you just coming to them real, then they're going to be able to gravitate towards you more. Because they understand that there's somebody like them that can bring forth the same information that they need.
I just quote it. But it says, get wisdom with all thy understanding. Wisdom is the principle. This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. It says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. With all thy getting, get understanding. And that's what the plain words will do for you. It'll give you the wisdom, but it'll give you the understanding of the wisdom. Not just the fancy words of the book, but the real understanding of it that you can now use it and apply it in your life. You know, and it can do something from there. That's what it really, truly is all about. To be able to say, you know what? He told me America's going to be destroyed in World War III. So from there, I now have to take my actions and start doing the things to prepare myself to escape that. Now you don't have to still be caught out. Let me go to the library, try to figure. You ain't got to do all that. Figure out these words he was using. You know, like a polite, he had it where you got to buy the next book, breaking down the last book. Then you got to buy the next book that leads you to the next answer that the first two books didn't give you. Then you got to buy the second book to break that book down. Then